The following is a paid program by Pitt Community College. Welcome to Education on Call, the program that gives you free information about new career opportunities from Pitt Community College. Now here's your host, Mike Weeks.
Thank you so much for joining us for the latest edition of Education on Call. Over the next half hour, we'll be answering a lot of questions you may have about career opportunities that result in high-paying jobs. Now, whether you've recently lost a job, perhaps due to a plant or business closure, or perhaps you went to work right out of high school and you've been working several years now and you want to train for a new, higher paying career. Or you might be a high school student or the parent of a high school student looking for college opportunities. You're going to want to stay tuned. And now, if any time during the program you'd like to request more information about the college, a program, a topic, talk to one of our guests, all you need to do is text PITTCC, PITTCC, to 51555 on your phone. Someone will get back to you within 2 business days. PITTCC to 51555. Now I'd like to introduce our guest for this segment. Please meet Dr. Thomas Gould. He's the Vice President of Academic Affairs at Pitt Community College, and we're very pleased to have with us Katherine Clyde. She's the Dean of the Business Division at Pitt Community College. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Dr. Gould, I want to start with you. Tell us a little bit about Pitt Community College. There are 58 community colleges in North Carolina. Tell us about PCC.
Yes, they are, and PCC is the best of the 58 community colleges. But we are the 6th in population.
Sixth largest.
6th largest. We have over 11,000 curriculum students every year and over 10,000 continuing education students.
Wow.
We also offer over 280 credentials in the 80-degree programs that we have at PCC. So whatever someone is interested in, we have it at Pitt Community College.
Wow, that's impressive. Katherine, I want you to tell us a little bit about the business division. Now, people might have ideas about the business division, but there are 4 areas that you oversee at the college. Tell us about those.
That's correct. So the business division encompasses 4 departments. We have, of course, business administration, which is what you might expect, business administration, human resources management, accounting. We also have the EME department, which stands for entrepreneurship, marketing, and economics.
And in fact, some guests later on in the program are going to talk about that.
Yes.
Please go on.
All right. And we have the administrative and healthcare technologies department. So that those programs include medical office administration, and healthcare management technology. And then our last department is computer technologies. So networking, cybersecurity, computer programming, all of those computer-related programs are in the computer technologies department.
Tell us about your 2 newest programs.
So,
really interesting.
Yes, we're very excited. We've just started 2 new programs in the business division. The first one is cybersecurity.
Wow.
Yes, and that was in direct response to business and industry telling us that we need cybersecurity professionals. So we're very excited about that one. And then the other one is financial services.
Wow.
So again, we had banks coming to us and saying we need employees, we need people that have exposure, financial literacy, and so we just started that program this past fall.
Now, Dr. Gould, we were talking a little bit earlier. You know, there's not a day that goes by that we don't have stories about cybersecurity problems. You've done some research on that. How many jobs did you tell me are available in cybersecurity? Companies looking to hire our graduates.
Oh, absolutely. Well, in the United States right now, there are 1.5 million open cybersecurity jobs. Every company needs that kind of expertise. And it's not so different in other fields also. In other words, whatever a student is really interested, whether it's business or health sciences or public service, there are companies in businesses out there that need employees. It's never been a better time to get additional education and training and exchange your job for a career. We can give you that high-skilled training at Pitt Community College.
And these jobs that we're talking about, cybersecurity, these are high-paying positions.
These are high-paying,
yeah.
These are stable, these are long-term, but also if you have students who are interested in short-term training, we have CDL trucking,
Right.
in other words.
Commercial driver's license.
Commercial driver's
Right,
license.
yeah.
We have trade classes in framing, welding, HVAC. Everybody's looking for employees. I tell my students now, it's a seller's market out there. You just need the education and the training that you can get at Pitt Community College to really transform your lives, transform your family's lives, get a good career going.
Well, and Catherine, you had mentioned some things, and our guest coming up on the next segment, you know, we always hear parents complaining, get off that game, you're always playing that game on your computer. In fact, under your division, you teach game simulation and the courses that go along with that, and we're going to tell people about that. How do you keep track of all these?
I don't know, but I do my best, and of course I'm surrounded by wonderful faculty and staff that are really there to support the students and help the students gain whatever career goals they're looking to go into.
You know, as I hear both Dr. Gould and you, Catherine, speaking, it raises a lot of questions in my mind, and we want to remind people again that the nice thing about Pitt Community Colleges is everybody's very friendly. We have small classrooms. We're happy to speak with anybody, and if you'd like to, someone you've seen on the show, all you have to do is text Pitt CC to 51555. Say that you'd like to meet or talk with Catherine, or you'd like to talk to Dr. Gould, you'd like to take a tour of the campus. We'd love to show you the state-of-the-art facility. So text Pitt CC to 51555. And in your division also, you do some things with health information technology and other things, training people?
That's correct. So the program is actually called Healthcare Business Informatics.
Wow.
And what we're doing is we're training students to go and work in medical facilities and do the electronical software side of electronical medical records.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Well, state-of-the-art career opportunities and great paying jobs. And our next guest, I think you're going to find so very interesting.
Yeah.
It's nothing I imagine, and knowing Tim and talked to him many times, Tim Bivans is going to be with us and talk about simulation games. Please stay tuned. Just a great show in front of us, and I know you won't want to miss it. You're watching Education on Call. Welcome back to this edition of Education on Call, and a great program. You're going to want to stay tuned. You know, if you have kids or friends that are always playing computer games, we're going to learn about game and simulation development. I want to introduce the guest that has joined us. This is Mr. Tim Bivans. Tim, say hello.
How's it going?
He's the instructional coordinator for simulation and game development at Pitt Community College, and the dean of the division. You're part of the business division, Katherine Clyde. Thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
We want to learn about simulation and game development. Tim, what do people learn in your program?
They learn a great many things because game development is a kind of an interdisciplinary thing. They learn how to program, we learn how to model, learn how to texture those models, we learn about audio design, level design, everything that goes into game development, really.
And you also learn how to make an app, some other things?
Yes.
Yes.
We do teach Swift development, which is an iOS thing. So we are a part of the Apple education system.
Right. So all these apps that you see, people in your classes actually can design and make one and get it on the Apple Store
Absolutely.
if it's appropriate to do
Yes.
so. That's fascinating. Where do your students come from? Obviously, we see kids playing video games and things. What type of people are attracted to your program?
It's a wide range of people, actually. Wide age differences.
Talk to us about that a little bit. So tell us the age of some of your students.
Most of them do come straight out of high school, so they're younger.
Right.
But I do have quite a few students that are in the 30, 40-year-old age range. They're coming back to pursue something new.
They had a
something
job
different.
and now they're looking for a new high-paying
Yes,
career.
exactly.
Wow, as Dr. Gould says.
Yes.
That is terrific. What kind of jobs do people get that take your programs? Tell us some of the jobs.
Programmers, obviously.
Right.
Level designers.
Big call for that.
3D modelers, audio engineers. There's the management side of it too.
Wow.
So there's a lot of career paths within game development, really.
And there are employers in the eastern North Carolina area, but we're so close to Research Triangle Park.
Exactly.
This whole area is a hotbed of tech companies with great opportunities. Do your graduates get jobs pretty easily?
They're starting to. I mean, game development is an extremely competitive field.
Yes.
And I tell my students that they have to really strive to go above and beyond in my program to really be employable directly out of school.
Yeah.
But we do have a new company in Greenville that we're starting to work directly with them, and I think they're going to start hiring our people straight out of.
And you know, that's the thing that's impressive with so many students. And Catherine, you can speak to that because you oversee a number of divisions. And you've started some areas because businesses have said, we talked about cybersecurity. Mm-hmm. We need a source to be able to find cybersecurity.
Absolutely.
We need a source for others. Businesses come to you and we design programs based upon those needs.
That's right. I mean, that's really the beauty of community colleges. We can work directly with business and industry in our community and help develop programs that fit what they need.
Wow. And it's not just business and industry in Eastern North Carolina, it's from all over.
That's correct.
Yeah, they see the programs that we've got, and next thing we know, they're knocking on the door and they want to hire your graduates. And I like the phrase that, you know, go from a job to a high-paying career. Lots of opportunities. You may have seen in the first segment, Dr. Gould told us that the average age of a student at Pitt Community College is 26 years old.
Wow.
So if you're out there watching and you're looking for a new high-paying career, and some of the things that Tim has told us, or Catherine, if you would like to speak with them, all you have to do is text PITTCC, PITTCC, to 51555. That's PITTCC to 51555. If you'd like to arrange a meeting to find out more about classes, we've talked about an awful lot of things, and we're going to talk about more. You don't want to leave us because we have a lot more to talk about, but please take a tour and come and visit. Very approachable, small classrooms, and very affordable. Tim, you were sharing with me a story I was asking you about your students,
Yes.
and you said, you know, while many of them come out of high school, you had someone that was an artist that came to you that was interested in your program. Tell us how that developed and what happened.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite stories. Female student, straight out of high school. She came in as an artist. She really thought she was going to be an artist.
A career in art.
Yes, in computer art, you know, be a game artist, basically. She had never programmed before. She took my programming classes as she had to do. She really picked up on it, but she is now a full-time programmer at Greenville Utilities.
Wow.
Yep.
So you don't think about that. The utility company in Greenville hired one of our graduates because they needed a programmer, and they graduated from the classes at Pitt Community College. Tim, what strikes me, Catherine, is Tim has to have a very interesting and diverse background to be qualified to teach all the things that you teach. Tell us a little bit about what you did before you were an instructor here.
I didn't teach. I worked on base at Cherry Point. Programming for the Harrier jet simulator.
Wow.
Did that for about 18 months. And then I worked at a bill collection company. I don't know if I should name there, but I did some web apps and internet apps.
So you did some apps for them?
Yes. Wow. It was more of a web programming job.
Yeah.
And that was right before I got the job at Pitt.
Wow.
Yeah.
So quite an interesting background at a military installation, and then writing and developing apps for a business that happened to be in the collection agency. So very well versed to help. And if I was sitting at home and watching this, I'd have so many questions.
Right.
I would really want to know what to do. And, you know, it amazes me. The business division has grown to so many different levels. And again, tell us, you have 4 different areas, because we're going to deal with an entirely different area in the next segment. Tell us the 4 areas again for business.
That's correct. So Tim's program, Simulation and Game Development, falls under our Computer Technologies department.
Okay.
But we also have Administrative and Healthcare Technologies,
Right.
business administration,
Wow.
and entrepreneurship, marketing, and economics.
And we're going to talk a little bit about that. That's amazing. Well, Tim, I think you have one of the more interesting jobs to me.
I think I do
on
too.
campus.
I agree.
And it's not anything that I personally am interested in. I always enjoy speaking with you and learning about it. And great story about your student and the fact that we have utility companies, businesses hiring your graduates to write programs, write apps. There's so many jobs out there
Yes.
for what you're training people in, and they're good paying jobs.
Yes, sir.
So if you are working and looking for a new high paying career, Pitt Community College is the place, and the business division has so many opportunities, and we really want people to find out more. You know, in our next segment, we're going to talk about marketing and entrepreneurship, and that's important to all of us all the time. Tim, we want to encourage people to reach out to you. Text Pitt CC to 51555 if you would like to speak with Tim. Come over and meet some of the folks in his division, as well as Katherine Clyde. Please feel free to do so. It's been great, Tim. Thank you for sharing your stories and giving us this information. And please stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming up about marketing and entrepreneurship right here on Education on Call. Welcome back to Education on Call, and our show today is about the business division at Pitt Community College. And in this segment, I know you're going to want to stay tuned. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship and marketing, as well as business administration. Let me introduce you to the guests that have joined us. Please meet Robin Ashley. She is an instructor in marketing and entrepreneurship, and Borgella Saint-Ulysse. He's a business administration instructor. Borgella and Robin, thank you for joining us. We're so pleased to have you. Fascinating things that you both do, and we want to learn about that. Robin, let's start with you. Marketing and entrepreneurship. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. What do you learn at PCC in that class?
In entrepreneurship program, we take the foundation and the basics of business, just like you would get in a business administration degree, your management and marketing and finance, and then we layer on top entrepreneurship courses that are going to help students be better decision makers, take better control of their own path and their own future, and give them a really good foundation for starting out on their own. So they'll be learning techniques on how to write a business plan, how to evaluate ideas, how to take problems that they see in the environment around them and turn those into opportunities that they can then make a business from and then become profitable. And we encourage them to either stay small or grow big, whatever the case may be, whatever their goals and desires are, we give them those tools that will help them build out their business and make those good decisions.
So Robin, people watching, themselves or a spouse or a loved one, if you were thinking about starting a business, this would be a great program for you to become engaged in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it just gives you all of that, the tools and the mindset that you're going to need, a very much a, yes, you can do this type of attitude. Wow. Instead of thinking that entrepreneurship or business ownership is only for someone else or for somebody who already has a ton of money and a ton of resources, it's about breaking down those walls and breaking down those barriers to say that you can start your business with your idea, with what you have in your bank account, with the resources that you have around you. Start where you are, take the first step today, move on and grow from there.
Robin, where do your students come from?
They're from all over the place. We do have a lot of students who have been in the workforce for a few years, and they have an idea, they have a dream, they have something that just is pulling them that they want to do and they want to take action on. And that little pull just won't go away. And so they say, this is time for me to take those steps and to make this happen, make this dream a reality.
So for someone watching that is working and has a dream, you should set up an appointment and speak with Robin. Sounds like a great program. Let's talk for just a minute about another program in the business division, marketing. Everyone thinks they know what marketing is, but nobody really does. Talk a little bit about the marketing program.
Marketing is so much, and it's so full. Again, we start with the basics. We give everybody in the business division those core fundamental business skills. So you are going to leave with your management and your finance and your accounting, but then we change focus and we really hone in on the marketing aspect. So you will take courses in customer service, very important.
Yes.
And take marketing research is another one, so that you know how to evaluate your market and your ideas. Promotions and advertising, and we also do courses in social media. So students who, of course,
very important,
they're very much into social media, but this takes the social media that they're used to and applies it in a strategic way, so they know how to use social media to their advantage to grow their business or the business that they're working for.
Robin, as you talk about all of these different facets, you know, one of the things that come along in another division in continuing education is skilling up. And in a different way, I bet you have people that are working in businesses that have heard something you've talked about that say, you know, I had to take that course.
Yeah.
I need to learn about that. I need to get better at some of those things. I need to skill up. And this is a great opportunity. If any time during our discussion, during this program, if you'd like to get more information, come on campus or set up an appointment to speak with one of our guests here or someone else, all you need to do is to text PITT-CC, PITTCC, to 51555. That's PITT-CC to 51555. Want to turn our attention a little bit to Borgella Saint-Ulysse, and you're an instructor in business administration. But first, you are you're a product of the community college system.
Yes,
you
sir.
came here from another country. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm from Haiti, and I came here a few years ago. And I enrolled in a community college.
Yeah, you and your brother.
Yes, actually 2 brothers.
2 brothers, so
Yes.
3 of you came at one time.
Yes.
And you
yes.
enrolled in community college. What did you take?
Well, I started in engineering technology.
Wow.
Yes, and I worked in construction for a few years. And then I obtained my master's degree and my MBA. And I started, well, I worked in many different businesses. And then I started teaching like a few years ago, about 7 years ago.
So let's talk about your courses. Let's talk about what you teach people.
Yeah.
But tell us, what do people learn in business administration at Pitt Community College?
Currently, I teach Introduction to Business, Business Law, and People Skills.
Wow.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes.
And I'd say people skills and business law would be pretty substantial. And those are classes that would appeal to people that are already in business. Do you get a lot of people that come and decide that they want to skill up, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you are undecided, you don't know exactly what you need to do, business is really the way to go.
Yeah.
Because with business, you can go into marketing, you can go to politics, you can go to construction, or you can start your own business. There's so many different things that you can do.
So it's a good basis education for lots of things.
Yes, so you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, because you mentioned some areas that Robin had talked about with marketing, and I am fascinated by the Entrepreneurship program. I might have to enroll myself. That sounds like a very interesting
You're always welcome at PTC.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes.
And the thing about Pitt Community College that's impressive, as you know from just meeting Robin and Borgella, is that what you see is what you get.
Yes, sir.
Very personable, friendly, approachable, small classrooms.
Yes.
If you have students that need help, you guys are there to help.
Yes, and we're very passionate about what we do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And such a friendly atmosphere, and one of the great attributes across all of Pitt Community College. And Katherine Clyde has been very generous in bringing us. For people, where do people come from that take your classes? Are they just out of high school? Are they?
Actually, from some out of high school, some of them are older people. from different generations. So you have different people in all areas of life.
Yeah, and I would imagine that's true about marketing and entrepreneurship. I think you said something very important. You have people that have gone to work and have a dream,
Yes.
and they want to go after that dream. And Robin, you're the lady that they need to speak with.
Yes.
And so you can help them to make that dream come true. And you said some interesting things about, you know, it's people that don't have a lot of capital
Right.
to go out, you know, like you hear people say, well, they borrowed money from their family, $1 million or, you know what. But these are people that have great ideas that want to get started. And Borgella, just like you,
Yes.
you worked in a lot of different things and came back to business administration
Yes.
and have become an instructor to help other people
Exactly.
get
You
that
try-
basic
You
information.
try to give back what you've received.
Well,
Yes.
I've been so impressed in the times that we have met to talk about you being on this show, to share your knowledge and what you do here, because I think these programs are so valuable no matter what you decide to pursue in life, and to be able to do it in a very friendly,
Yes.
small class atmosphere, and be able to have instructors that are as great as you guys. What's your advice for people interested in marketing and entrepreneurship?
Don't be afraid to take the first step. That as we've been saying, your dreams are within your reach,
Yes.
and you can do this. So being part of a community college and being part of that community college classroom is putting you into a community that's there to support you and support what you're doing, and it's going to help you learn and grow through your journey and your process.
We're out of time. Robin and Borgella, thank you for being with us. Please join us for another edition of Education on Call.